Hello everyone, welcome back to Son of a Gun. So here we are at Road. The time is about 9 in the morning. As per my original plan, I was supposed to leave at 7, but then I'm not used to rising early. I was under the wrong impression that the ride would bring back certain discipline. Hardly the case. Plan for the day is to cover 320 odd kilometers and halt at Chittoor in Andhra, where one of our followers, Mr. Benson, has made the necessary arrangements. This is when I realized that I should have kept a day in hand at least. The entire ride is turning out to be real hectic with no time left to make long stops even if I wanted to. The meetup will be on 13th of November and I have about 1300 kilometers to cover in under 4 days. The route is kind of boring except for the hillocks and greenery at times. If the circumstance was different and I had the leisure of time, I would have skipped the national highway and looked for a more scenic road. Meanwhile, the electric problem that I thought to be over for good started coming back. The battery wouldn't charge like normal, and so I called Benson and made arrangements to get the machine inspected. Nothing significant happened till late evening. It was mostly non-stop riding followed by lunch. My persistent cold started showing signs of a comeback and it appeared as if I would fall sick. But then there is no time and space to take rest. Delhi ab bahut dur hai bhai. So let's manage with Vicks VapoRub for now. Meanwhile, I've gotten a hang of the gear and it gives great confidence. A proper helmet, a decent rider jacket with armor, hard shoes are more than a necessity while traveling on our roads. You could expect dogs, buffaloes, herd of goats on the road, even people with no sense of basic road safety to leap towards you out of nowhere. If you are a smart rider, you must always brace yourself for a fall. During the later half, I happened to see certain interesting things. Throughout the course of the highway, I could see SOS telephones and felt proud. It is some good initiative by our governments indeed. This is probably the longest truck that I've ever seen. They are transporting windmill blades apparently. So I crossed Salem, Tirupattur, stopped at Ambur for tea and then made a foolish decision. In order to reach Chittoor, the better route is via Katpadi, but I wanted to save 25 kilometers by taking an alternate shorter route via Gudiyatham. I took suggestions from various sources and all these people assured that the roads were smaller but decent. They weren't too bad till Gudiyatham to be honest. There, I felt that my battery would certainly die and decided to get it charged. From there, I took off at about 7 pm and had about 45 kilometers to cover. This was a completely absurd plan and ended up being the worst experience of the entire ride. There were no roads for most part and the route was completely isolated and dark. Adding to my woes, the bag started falling down. There was no internet coverage and the motorcycle lighting was as good as a 60-watt incandescent lamp. I was in panic and had to struggle for 2.5 hours to cover that horrible stretch. The front mudguard got damaged and one of the bags had a zip broken and the entire contents got scattered on the road. For a while I felt like what the heck I was doing in the middle of nowhere. Somehow, I managed and arrived at Benson's place at about 10. We had a nice dinner at his cousin's restaurant and by the time I hit bed it was past midnight. It took me hardly a minute to go to Sleepyland. Bye bye guys, we'll be back with day 3 soon. See you all till then.